Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka has finally spoken about the activities of the popular Yoruba activist, who is fondly addressed as Sunday Igboho. Wole Soyinka, in an interview with BBC Pidgin, said this will be the first time he will say a word about the Oyo State indigene, contrary to fake news that he described him as hero. According to the writer, he and Sunday Igboho had never met before. Speaking on his struggle to stop the killing of Yorubas by some suspected S-men, Soyinka stated that Sunday Igboho has responded to the situation the way he knew how. According to him, now you will see that he is trying to work with others. When things get to an explosion point, some will rise to say, I can't take this any longer, and takes an action. The action may be excessive, wrong. What matters most is that someone has responded to an unacceptable situation. An error he makes is for the rest of us to correct by calling him, and I know a number of people are doing that. Wole Soyinka explained. That is is loaded with wisdom. That the mistakes that will, or the error that will occur in whatever is going to be doing, it will be corrected. But what it stands for is that what the man has done is the right thing. Because those who are supposed to do it, invariably, those who are supposed to do it, they are not doing anything. They didn't do what they needed to do. And things were going bad. Even as we speak, it's not as if, at least to a very large extent, there's this calmness. I think these people are getting it now that it is not going to be business as usual. Now, you know, one thing I'm always surprised about this whole thing. Allegedly, suspected S-men. We have been using that word. Then why is it that the people behind this thing have not been apprehended? Let us even know whether they are Fulanis, whether they are other people disguising, whether they are coming from other countries. You are not doing anything. We are not doing anything about those who are behind this thing. And some people will come and tell you that, all Fulanis are not criminals, all S-men are not criminals. Then who are the people? Why is it that the government cannot uncover the people who are behind this? Expose them. That is what we want. So that at least you will put to shame to those who are saying S-men. You put them to shame. But anything short of that, it stands that they are the ones doing it, because the people who have been affected, the victims, are no children. Even children, there's a limit you can go with a child, thinking maybe the child does not know what is happening. The child might keep quiet because of our culture. You try to suppress that child, but the child knows what has been happening. Not to talk of adults, not to talk of women, not to talk of grown-up people, not to talk of business owners who are doing tremendously well on their farms. Farmers, you are telling us they don't know who they are talking, who have been victimizing them. Then until you bring them out, because what they say, suspected this, suspected that. How long are we going to be suspecting them? How are we going to be saying reportedly, allegedly? What kind of a thing is that? What kind of a country? Let's call a spade a spade. Do the right thing and fish them out. Anything short of that, you don't expect people to say, oh, these are the people doing it. Then prove us wrong. So I just love what the man said. He said there was the situation that is has gone beyond its explosion. When things get to an explosion point, someone will rise up. Everybody was quiet. Everybody, concern me. Concern me. I no go fit. And I saw some people coming out saying that, no, people should not do it. So by the time they come for reprisal, this and that, I was just like seriously, they will come for reprisal. They are killing you. They don't do anything. Your people are not doing anything. They will say they are insulting some people. They are doing that. An adult, an elderly person who does not deserve respect will get whatever he has bargained for. That's what we are talking. He said, when situation gets to an explosion point, someone will rise. That this cannot continue. And takes an action. The action may be excessive. You might see it the way you want to see it. You might want to put it the way we want to put it. But one thing is that the situation was very, very bad. Somebody came out and told us yesterday that it's unethical, the way it's going about it. Okay, you that you know how to do it ethically, what have you done? People who cannot do anything, they have cried to the government, see what these people are going through, see what they are doing, this and that. They are just busy. You know what they are busy with? 2023. And somebody now came up and say, no, you are telling me constitution. Where was the constitution when these people were doing? Did you quote constitution for this Esme? Or those behind those who are doing all this is, did you quote constitution? Did you remind them that a constitution does not allow it? No, everybody kept quiet. They are preparing for 2023. And somebody has brought them to their knees that you must do something. Then by the time we see, or he himself, he sees that yes, the government has taken up to their taking up the whole thing, just like the Oni was telling him. You can't just tell him to go and sit down because you failed in the first place, because you heard all of these things. I can remember one of the monarchs in Ogun State was telling Oni of Ife that maybe you are not you don't know what is happening. I will send you some video clips. I will send you some pictures. I will send so that you will see what has been happening. Maybe you are busy watching a BBC. That's why you don't know what is happening here. And fact, that's a great jab that he threw at him. Because you can't tell us. Because if really you know what is happening in this country, you will not be telling us that this is your style. All those rubbish nonsense that Gabashe will be telling us that that is Buhari's style. This one is not coming to tell us that is his own. He has his own style. Which style are you talking about? Which style are you talking about? So Wale Soyinka said, definitely in everything there must be error, of course. But in that error, they themselves, it is for them to correct it. That word is loaded. Some people might interpret it so differently, but it's words of wisdom saying that he has done well. He has done well. We will correct it. That is all. But the most important thing is that those who are committing these atrocities, they can't go scot-free. They will not. They will not. You can't continue to do things over and over, and the same thing at the end of the day, you expect different results. Haba. There's a limit you can pursue a goat, that the goat will reverse and say, eh? Because you think that goat is always, it does not have sense. But just, continue doing what you are doing. You know that one day the goat will teach you all the sense you think you have. The goat will teach you that you have nothing, that you have just been quiet. So that is just the way it is. And I love what the man said. What are we talking about? That people should just open their eyes and be looking. Our government. So the man that they are always calling, let's call a spade a spade. Some people come and tell you, I beg you, leave Tinubu alone, leave war alone. But when it comes to election, and all of you now be telling he has done this, he has done it. No, all those things, he's making all this vice president, you're making all this, all of them. You know all of them. Ambode, Sanwo-Olu, this man, his own cousin now in Osun State, and Aregbesola, all of them, Fashola, Ojodu, all of them, the Fowler, all of them, they put in their juicy positions. Those are the people he's making. How many people has he been able to lift out of poverty? Forget all this rubbish empowerment they are doing. They just select their party people. Some of their party people, they say they give them empowerment. Is that what we are talking about? Do something that both rich and poor, both those who are in your party and who are not in your party, in as much everybody is a Nigerian. We are talking about people that you can use and begin to manipulate. Those are the people they say is building. See problem. This is the real problem now. Did you hear anything from him? Nothing. They will say, leave him alone, leave him alone. If that kind of person cannot speak for the people, then the person, they should take back seats. Because we worship money. That is why a lot of people cannot see. People cannot see beyond their nose because they worship money. That is why you see that the unqualified now have now become they are now the one ruling the qualified. Everybody is afraid. Everybody is afraid. Nobody wants to speak, because if you just speak, the next thing, bang, they've captured you. It's unfortunate. So that is it. Someone says here that Yorubas in support of their restoration, while Igbos are still so useless, regrettable. That's what someone says here. Well, that is a story for another day. Leave your comment, guys, below, and let's have your take.